Hey, I'm Kev, and welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the manager career. And so we're going qualifying around the Philippine circuit in Australia for the second part of the triple header near the end of the season. After this race, you just got 2 rounds remaining in Malaysia and Valencia. So we go slightly wide into first corner. And this track would definitely be a test for our engine upgrades for the Peugeots. Run wide in the second corner as well. Not a good start to that. So hopefully it'll be another good qualifying like we've experienced recently for MacDonald and have another fantastic race. He's ending the season strongly, is MacDonald. Took a while to get going. It's a bit up and down in the first half. Been a bit up and down in the second half as well. But it seems to have found his feet now with this Peugeot ever improving. With Elusive, you know, not having the best funds, but still managing to develop this bike and go forward up the grid, and now they're definitely a top 5 challenger everywhere, it feels like. Let's go up the hill with the left-hander. Now the trickiest braking zone on this old track, as you can see, braking on the incline. Want to do it before then, you're seeing why. Oh, so tricky for that left-hander. This is such a difficult circuit. So many high-speed corners, you just got to be brave. MacDonald is definitely brave, as he's shown on his Peugeot at times. Got on free ride in places where you shouldn't have. So do a 41 flat. Do not feel like that's a good qualifying effort. And despite, you know, upgrading this Peugeot engine, still not the best in a straight line. We do need that slipstream. It does, you know, really help us. That's when the engine's competitive. When it's on by itself still, you know, it still does get caught out. But let's see what we've done in qualifying. Second! I thought that was a poor qualifying, but apparently not. As Mir returns to the top of the pole once again in qualifying the Spaniard, ahead of MacDonald and Finati. I really did think that was a poor qualifying, but fantastic to see. We're just 46,000 for us, 46,000 for a second on our Spanish rival. As Bulliger leads the second row ahead of Canet. He does need a result, the Spaniard. If it finishes like this, I think here and Mir are virtually tied on points. With Martin in 6th, DJ Antonio 7th, McPhee 8th. With Bastianini rounding out the top 10. The next Peugeot is Kornfeld in 18th. 2.3 seconds off the pace is the Czech Republic rider. With Delaporte trenching from the Mahindra. And right at the back is Fitzpatrick for a teammate in 32nd. So can MacDonald continue the streak and get another fantastic result in the race? So here we are looking at the field with light blue still in the middle of the front row. I believe that's the first time he's qualified second throughout his run with Elusive. And if he doesn't do this at the start, look at that, he's even behind McPhee. What are you doing? As looking further down there, Sasaki and Suzuki. Either side of Delaporte on the 7th row. At the 9th row, he's got Bo Herrera and Arena. So we don't even see the back row of the grid. Don't even see Magnum. How disrespectful. But look at this, MacDonald very focused. So is Finati for this run to the first corner. A bit different than the previous few races. It's a fast right-hander. With a bit longer as the run as well. Let's see what MacDonald can do in this 6-lap race as we get underway. Move across immediately on our rival there. And that's allowed Bulliger and Canet by. Let's go into the first corner in 5th. You can see so many different lines there. You can take 3 different lines. As we've got Martin, we've got Finati in front. Here comes Martin. Got DJ Antonio McPhee behind. Had to let up there as Martin was a bit slow exiting that corner. He's batting Finati. And here comes Finati's teammate DJ Antonio. Through Stoner corner. Now into the hairpin. Oh, MacDonald trying to break round the outside. Just about getting the run out of the corner to stay ahead. Is that Bastianini who snuck his way by? Teammate of Canet. Looks like he has. Down to 7th. Which is kind of expected on this first lap, but then we can hopefully bring it back for the rest of this race. Oh, he's very brave through the left-hander. Is MacDonald. Making 1. He make it 2 positions. He will. Down the inside, Fenati as well. Mir. Bit leery in front. He's battle with Canet and Fenati as Berger has taken the lead. Looking to make a break for it like Mir did in the last race in Japan. As he go for the final corner. Probably don't even need to brake. Just let up in 3rd gear. But that's a poor run onto the straight. As he crossed the line in 5th place, just about. And onto this second lap. Here comes Bastianini down the inside. Turning in a bit earlier into this first corner. But that means we're going to be on the outside into the second. So go 3 wide. Oh, MacDonald forcing his way by Fenati and Di Giannantonio. And gets around the outside of Bastianini, so holds on to 5th place as Herrera's down. Unfortunate for the Spaniards. Let's look at that front 4 packed together. Oh, MacDonald's outbraked himself into the hairpin. Looking to get a cut back though as he drops down to 10th temporarily. Gets past Bastianini, gets past Antonelli. He's got Di Giannantonio and Martin. Looks to the outside. Fenati just gets by. So now he's battling his teammate Di Giannantonio. And so we've got the Italian. We've got Mugello in front. And MacDonald so much faster through the left hand again into the back of the Sky Italia rider. Goes downhill into the right. The top 4 not that far in front as they're just battling each other like a hell. Mir's now at the back of the group. Less than a second in front as Martin's taken the lead from Berger. Canetzo's there. Now at the back of the field it looks like. As we go on to the 3rd lap of the race. In 5th. But the top 4 aren't that far in front. But we also got our own band of merry men. Starting with Mugello. You can see taking that inside and make it the wide line, so we've got the inside line for the left. Taking very deep is MacDonald. It takes over 5th, short shifting out of that left-hander. Just about 2nd behind Canet. As Martin did the fast lap the previous lap, 39.4. Braking a bit early into this right-hander. But holding the apex nicely as Mugello gets back by us. Now into the left over the hill. Oh, bit too into the dirt. Oh, where you going, Martin? Doing some motocross, but it just about works out. He's still less than a second behind the top 4 as well. Now come to the section where he's very brave and very quick. Into the left. Over the hill. And look at that. It's cut that gap in half, it feels like. As they're going wide into the right-hander. Canet leads from Berger. If I read that right, is that Berger ahead of Canet? Mir and Martin. And here comes MacDonald. Leading the charge as we're about to go through the halfway mark of this race. Onto the 4th lap. It's still anyone's race. Look how mad the top 4 are battling in front. And here comes our merry man. Mugello can't make the move into the first corner though. Looks like. Kent did the fastest out, 39.3. Oh, MacDonald's definitely sussed out that left-hander. Got Di Giannantonio behind battling. Got Antonelli right on our tail. Never liked the sound of that. So here comes the KTM rider. So MacDonald outbrakes himself again. Oh, he's down! Lost the front end. Oh, into that hairpin again. Such a difficult corner to get past by Bo. So down to 17th for MacDonald. Oh, just as he was sitting in a pretty nice spot there. Wasn't getting hassled too much from behind, as here comes Ramirez doing that. Through the left, MacDonald very brave, and look how much he's gained. The riders in front. Goes slightly wide into the right-hander. It's Rodrigo and Danilo very slow. Out of it. Top 10 still possible if we play our cards right here. But that's not a good final corner. Might get a good run though on Rodrigo. He got kind of held up by the Frenchman. As they're going full wide in front. So they cross the line. Anthony done the fast lap 39.3. As here comes MacDonald. 414th. Oh, he's on the grass even. Oh, but he just about gets ahead of Danilo. Now he's forcing wide the Frenchman. Not letting him down his insides. We've got McPhee battling for 12th. No, it did. Another poor race for the Scot. So Danilo goes slightly wide there. Donald looking down the inside. Danilo leaves the door open. MacDonald is by. Up into 14th. Now you can concentrate on the riders in front. As Ramirez gets past Rodrigo for 16th. Nuruddin just over a second in front. But MacDonald is quick round here. A top 5 pace. So disappointing. So easy to lose your front into that right-hander as well. Heavy braking zone. Very tricky to judge like this right-hander. Takes a little nut down the inside of Nuruddin. But looking to set up that run onto the front straight like he had on the previous lap. Get that slipstream going. Oh, braked a bit too much into that corner. He's got Loyola in front in 11th. To go into the final out of the race. Man, Canet battling like a hell for the win. Just like they're doing for the title. McPhee in 11th ahead of Loy. Going to that opening corner, taking it in 4th, a bit better, it felt like. It's all going slightly wide into the left-hander. Get hard on the power though. Rodrigo past Suzuka behind for 16th, or not. Not even fighting for points. They're battling like it's for their lives. As here we go into the mysterious right-hander. And then slightly wide. As Buller goes past Canet for second. Let's go through the left. Oh, can almost touch 13th, it feels like. As you're coming to the section where MacDonald is very quick. Through the right. Then it's the left. Over the hill. Gonna power very early. Oh, he's sliding the bike into the right-hander. But not close enough to Nuruddin to make the pass. Don't think. Half a second back. Had to be a very brave final corner. And he took mostly grass from it. As Canet wins. From Burgo, a very important win in the context of the championship. As MacDonald gets some points, but be ruin that mistake into the right-hander. As Canet just won from Mir in 3rd and Martin in 4th. Antonelli in 5th, leading the second group ahead of Mugello. Di Gianantonio 7th, Finati 8th, Bashing 9th, McPhee leading the next group in 10th of Hotel and Loy. Nuruddin 13th, MacDonald in 14th. And Danilo grabbing the final point just ahead of Suzuki, looking to make up for that mistake he made in his home race. Almost did it here in Australia. As top Mahindra goes to Bezzecchi. And our teammate wasn't last, unfortunately, due to Herrera falling. And the Spaniard finishes 3.5 seconds back. So in the Championship, Canet now leads by a race win with just 2 races remaining. These for 25 points from Mir, with Bulliger just out of it now, 40 points back in third. But he could still battle Mir for second place in the Championship. Martin in for 16 points ahead of Fernand. He feels like the Spanish got just enough breathing space over the Italian, but it all depends. If there's a poor race in Malaysia, then it could still be up grabs, that 4th place heading to Valencia. Has got Magello 6th, German 7th, level on points with Antonelli. McPhee in 9th, 1 point ahead of Bastianini, with DJ Antonio in 11th, and MacDonald in 12th, now in triple figures for the first time in his Moto3 career. But you can see 12 points back off a top 10 place. Oh, it's going to be touch and go, ready, he gets it. As looking further down, still 21 riders are scored. Moving up the orders, Bo up into 26th. Our teammate is not lost in the Championship. The City Constructors standings, it's all been settled and done and dusted after Japan, with Honda leading by 94 points now from KTM, with Peugeot in triple figures in third ahead of the no point scoring Mahindra. Will they score a point in Malaysia or Valencia? It's going to be very fortuitous circumstances, isn't it, for them to score points, but you never know. As there is our week up after another fantastic qualifying session. We definitely got a qualifying pace nailed down. I won that pace, is fantastic. But just in the race once again, the old MacDonald returned with another crash, losing that front end into the right hander. So it's such a tricky braking zone. You can take a couple different lines there. There's no real right line. You don't really have a feel a braking marker there, like MacDonald has. So he was a bit all over the place braking into that right hand. It caught him in the end, but he still achieved the race objective. Still getting a nice amount of credits for the team as Andrea finished. And the Italian improves his braking, throttle management and body position, while MacDonald improves everything apart from his throttle management, all into the 60s now. As we do just about earn some credits, our reputation goes up as well. As next time out in Malaysia, we'll be heading to the penultimate round of the season around the Sepang International Circuit, and finishing off this triple header, very grueling end to the season for the flyaway races, before we head home to the season finale in Valencia. But will MacDonald return to form and be right up there in the top 5, getting a top 5 finish or top 10 finish? Find out next time. So, and I'll see you then.